Hey guys, I'm Johnny and welcome back to Jonny Plays Minecraft. This is episode 44 and today we're going to be working on our science lab a little bit more today, and we're going to be trying to hopefully get some of the design features of it worked out today, I'm hoping, because I'm sick of looking at this ugly stone. I want it to be white, I want it to be polished, I want it to be beautiful, and we're going to do that today, hopefully. But first of all, let's head over here and tell me if you see anything or hear anything. You can see something different, but tell me if you can hear anything that's a little bit different. Wait, it's not going to do it now I'm recording. But the slime farm is working, and what I've done is I've hooked up an item elevator, and this thing is freaking noisy. It is going click, click, click 24/7. Hear that? That's what I have to listen to all the time. Oh man, it's so annoying. So what we're going to be doing first is fixing that up. The slime balls are flowing in beautifully, which is awesome. But we're going to be fixing up this item elevator to begin with, and I can show you guys a few things. So I've added in a service ladder here, which lets me go down, and if I need to fix anything up down the bottom, we can do that. Now, it was left in the comments of last video that that I should change the cactuses with water and drown the slimes instead, for a few reasons. One, the fact that the cactus will kill some of the slime balls, and that drowning would be easier unless you use less resources. But the thing is, the hoppers, the way they work is they instantly grab the items before they get the chance to fall into, actually fall into the cactus, so that's okay. And secondly, if they happen to do fall into the cactus, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm gonna have so much slime balls, I'm not gonna know what to do with them. So to be honest, I don't really mind all too much. But yeah, I'll just keep it as cactus for now. Plus, if we have less flowing water, that would be better, because it would cause less lag. So that's all in there. I've got this, and I can just break this cactus down if I need to get in there. But it's all operational. We've got all the hoppers and everything in, but we need to fix up this item elevator. It is freaking noisy, like I said. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this hopper out here, and we're going to start taking out these dispensers at the bottom. I'll come down through later and take out all the redstone stuff after this. But what we're going to be setting up is a bit of a glass item elevator, which is going to be pretty cool. Now, what we may need to do is we may need to raise this up one. Actually, we should be fine, I think. We should be fine. We'll see how we go. Let me start digging out some of this area, and we'll see how much of it we actually have to work with here. Oh my god, guys, that was so difficult to get this fitted in this area, because there's bedrock everywhere and it's just complicated as heck. And to try and get this redstone in, oh man, but I've got it all fixed. I got it all, the whole setup kind of set up, fitted in, I mean. These slimes are annoying, but they'll kill themselves. So the way this works is this is actually redstone that I just completely made up myself right then. Let me just turn these mobs off while we're down here, because they're really annoying and I'm trying to record. So what happens is, this is a concept that I used for an old item elevator, but that one doesn't work quite as much, as well as what it needs to. So the way this works is items get sent into here, into the bottom dropper. There's actually two droppers there, as you can see down the bottom. There's another one there. So items get sent into there. There's a comparator under this block right here. That sends signal into this block here, which will power the redstone. The redstone powers the block, which powers the repeater. The repeater powers this block, which powers across and down. So it actually powers the bottom dispenser as well as the top dispenser. And then what this bit of redstone here does is it powers the block below, and it actually locks this hopper until the item from the bottom dispenser has been fired away. So what that means is we don't get a bunch of items getting stuck in here, because if you get too many items in here, the signals burn out and the droppers don't work anymore. So that's really cool, and I actually got it working, which really surprised me. So I've got the hopper line in. I don't know how this fitted in. It's so crazy. But in terms of the actual item elevator, what's going to happen is these items are going to get pushed into water, which is going to get flung along this ice. These blocks here are meant to be just regular blocks. It'll get a bit of a speed boost around to here, go regular speed, then get a super speed boost up into this section here, where we need to place glass there and there. There's going to be 2 fences, and what's going to happen is when the items get pushed into these fences, they're going to do that glitchy thing, but they're not going to be able to go anywhere. Let me just break these blocks out so I can jump up here. They're not going to be able to go anywhere because they'll be blocked in completely. They can't go backwards because of the water stream, so they'll get pushed back into here. They can't go sideways because of the glass, so they're just going to keep glitching into this one. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be glass on the top of all these blocks as well, like so. And it's going to glitch up into this glass, and then it glitches up when we do this little 5-star pattern all the way up to the surface. It glitches up through the middle here, and it gets elevated all the way up to the top, which is awesome, and that's exactly what we want. Item elevator is in, guys. As you can see, there's 1 bit of glass here. It doesn't need to be here, but I think I might keep it just for reasons I'll explain in just a second. But, oh man, I miscalculated this, and it got very close to breaching our storage system here. As you can see, the glass is 1 block behind all the hoppers there, which doesn't really make too much difference. If we go around the back there, you can't even see the glass through unless you're like looking for it, and it doesn't make any difference to anything else. So as you can see, if you look through here, you can kind of see the glass in there, but like I said, nothing too big of a deal. Now, if I go down there, we can place in the last hopper, and I can show you guys exactly how it works. What we're going to do is we have all our slime balls that have been stacking up in here while I've been building this. Let's put it into place, and let's watch it go through. Now, the way this works, this dropper, it actually leaves 1 item in the top. So if you're wondering, you got to put 2 or more items in it if you're trying to build this yourself, I mean, you got to put at least 2 or more items in the system for it to work. Otherwise, because the first item gets stuck in the top, and then it kind of filters through that item as it goes. Now, as you can see, it speeds up here, and it slows down, and then it groups up, and then it gets sped along, because items on ice in a water flow go actually faster. So when they get into the end there, they hit the fence, and they get shot up. So we just jump up there right now. We'll quickly go up, and we can show you how it's working. Now, just quickly, before I get on any further into this video, I have to thank you guys so much. Like, holy crap. Thank you guys so much for the support on the latest episode of this and the latest episode of my Infinity. The latest episode of this got 46 likes, which is so close to 50, which is crazy. And the latest episode of Infinity is currently on 83 when I'm recording this. 83 likes! That is ridiculous! I don't know where that came from, guys, so I just wanted to thank you all so much for the support lately. It's awesome. If we could smash out 40 to 50 likes on this video, that would be so amazing, and just wanted to thank you guys for that. So, anyway, guys, as you can see, the items filter into here beautifully. I picked a few up when I was down the bottom there. Or I can run here, and if I need slime really quick or anything, I can stand here and I can actually pick it up every now and again. But like I said, this glass doesn't have to be glass. It could be a block. I just thought because the items come up, and see how they spaz out the top a little bit, it does that even with a block there. So I thought, hey, let's put some glass there and we can watch the items come up every now and again, just for the lols. So that should pretty much be running all the time. There's no way to really disable the slime farm, so it'll pretty much be running 24/7 that I'm on the world, or whenever I'm on the world. But that is very cool. The time has come, guys. Finally, we're finally going to be working and making this base look actually half decent. So the way I've got this worked out is the path, or the tunnel here, is actually 7 wide, and there's extra bits on the outside that make it a bit wider, but they're also able to be windows, so that makes things really easy. Now, the way I worked this out before I'd planned this out was to have these iron blocks here sitting on top of, sitting on top of these iron blocks here, so it would have the iron border around it in this room, and then of course the window, which is going to go into here, or the door when we put it in, because we do need to put a door in somewhere. So it would have been better if this was actually moved over to this block here, but for the sake of symmetry and OCD, we've put it there, and what this means is these blocks are on the very edge of here, which you may be thinking, isn't that good? Well, I've actually got to bring this wall out one block to cover up all the cactus. So it is good, but it would have been better if it was out one, I mean. So that's alright though, we can figure something out and it shouldn't really make too much of a difference. So we might as well get straight into it. This is something I just kind of threw together. Now, I had so much trouble trying to put something together that looked kind of nice, and was also kind of just looked kind of nice. Really was like the hardest thing I had trouble with. So I'm going to start on this area here because we've got two things on each side and it can make things look a little bit better. So we might start here with the quartz. Why did I do that? Let me just get rid of that. Now it's a combination of quartz and iron blocks, and stained glass is the combination I've gone for. Bits that you can't see, I'm just going to try and use cobblestone in to save iron. Then this is going to be a quartz block and then an upside down slab. So we've kind of got this this curvy shape going on through the building here. So this needs to come out 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Another slab, another block, cobblestone block, sorry, 4. We didn't get quite far enough on that side. That's fine. These ones I'll keep as iron because you can see them from the inside of there. And then what we're going to do here is a similar thing. We're going to bring the 2 iron blocks down. And we're going to bring the quartz block with the slab, quartz block and slab, and then we need to do that on the other side. So quartz block, slab, bring it out to 5, quartz block, slab, and then we can bring this up 2, and cobblestone block because I'm cheap like that. 5 blocks, and then 2 up like that, and that one will probably be a iron block as well. Alright, cool. So that's kind of the design. Let me get this going like that as well. So that's kind of the shape, I mean, it's going to take. I didn't put this one here either. So it's kind of like this funny looking, we might as well put that there. Actually, take that out for a second. Let's put cobblestone there, because I'm not sure if the roof might just come along here around that. It definitely will, so we'll go like that. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. The roof is iron blocks, but the floor I'm thinking is going to be slabs and partly something else. I haven't quite decided yet what I want to do, but something I've thought about doing is maybe color coding areas of the base here. So at the moment I've used some red around the area, and we might bring red around here. But if we go this way, you might bring green, and that goes around to the slime farm or something, like into here. And then other bases parts we could use yellow or blue, for example, and just kind of color code the base a little bit so we know exactly where we've got to go or something. So if we're following a red line, we know where the red line's going. If we're following a blue line on the floor, we know where that's going to. And I think that could be a kind of a cool idea and help us get around the base a little bit. Now, out of iron blocks again, but let me just take out the floor and then we work on the glass. The glass is something cool that, oh, that's fine if it goes into all them. The glass is something I think is kind of cool. I think it's not all the one color, so I think it adds a little bit of variety to it. And also, please tell me I can break these, good. Also, I want to use them for something I think is going to be very funny. Or not very funny, but kind of little quirkiness somewhere along the track. I'm not sure if I'll put it in these side tunnels or if I'll put it in the... I need to sleep to make sure I reset my spawn as well because I moved the bed. I'm not sure if I'll put it in these side tunnels or if I'll put it in the... in like the potion lab, because it's something I've got a cool idea for, which is something that's being used a lot, but I don't think it's being used in the way I want to use it. Alright, so it was suggested to me that we actually use light blue in here, and I think that's such a good idea because light blue is kind of like this really clean glass and really polished and that kind of thing. You can't dye panes, can you? Let me grab that out. And do we have any bones? I have a bit, so we'll take a few bones as well. We have a crafting table here. So yeah, we're going to be using blue. So I think this first area might be blue. But what I wanted to ask you guys is, for some of the other areas, we could change it up. So what am I doing? Parts of it could be blue, parts of it could be red, parts of it could be green. Same kind of idea as the floor pattern thing that we're going to be doing. So I need a bit of white glass and I need a bit of blue as well. I have all this light blue from the blaze spawner. I found it there. I was like, oh, perfect. This is going to make my life easier. So let's get that out, and then we want to make these into panes. We don't need a lot of panes, but I thought if we make the glass up, then we can make as many as we please. Awesome. So let me get up here and I'll show you kind of what I want to do for so the floor is just going to be plain slabs for now. What I was thinking is 1.8 when that comes out. The polished, I'm not sure which one it is. It's the grey one, the polished grey one. I think I'm going to add a bit of that in here too, because it looks pretty nice and clean. We may add some other blocks into it as well, but for now I just want to use it as slabs. I think will do us fine. I probably could just be doing the one of them, but I want to use two just because. So let's just take that out. Alright, so for the window design, something I put together is I did blue, and I tried doing all blue glass, right, throughout the whole thing, and it just didn't really look that good. And I added the white in here, and I think that looks kind of cool. It's fancier, adds a bit of variety to the color, plus parts of it are look really clean, and then it looks kind of more different kind of glass kind of thing here, if that makes sense. See, more of like a how do I say this? More of like a clean glass. I don't know exactly if that's what I'm trying to go with, but I think that's kind of cool. So you got the blue and then you got the white in between each one, and it goes in a nice pattern. And then here we'll have the same. Now around the storage room, I'm not sure if we'll do it because we're going to do black, but what we actually might do is we might change all that black around and change that to red or blue. So yeah, what I was thinking is we could have white as the main color, and then depending on the areas, for example, if we had a blue streak through here, a blue streak, we have the blue glass. If we have a red streak, we have a red glass or something, and I think that could be kind of cool as well. Let me just change this floor out as well while we're at it, and I think that could, yeah, be cool. I really want to color code it. I think that's a cool idea. So the next thing we have to do is lighting, and this was something I also had a bit of issues with, because I didn't want to just do lamps in the place because they don't look very good. They're not very high tech. I wanted to do something that looked really clean and polished. Polished is a word I probably end up using a lot while building this base here, because it's meant to be like sanitized and really clean and that kind of thing. So that's what I think I'll probably end up using. But I don't want to use torches in this base, but I want to do something with lamps or glowstone, and I think I've settled on a glowstone design, surprisingly, because I'm not really a big fan of glowstone. I don't really like the way it looks, but I think with this base, it might be kind of cool. Ready for the big reveal, guys. Here we go. Bam! Now, before you go, Johnny, that looks horrible. Give me a second to explain myself. I've run out of iron blocks. I've got 5 left. And I didn't have enough to do the roof. I thought roof, last priority. We need to get, like, if we stand on this angle here, it looks perfect. Look at that. I got the blue stained clay in here. Unfortunately, this doesn't line up with that, which sucks, because that would be way more perfect if it lined up with that. I might just move this whole design over just to make it line up. I don't know if I will. Just, it was an idea. But we'll see about that. Lighting in here is really good. Now it may look fairly dark, but it's actually lit up enough, and especially with this little design here, which I'll talk about in just a second, the whole room's lit up. Now, places like this, in this last row here, I don't think they're quite lit up, but I'll work on that and make sure nothing can spawn in here. But just imagine this going along like so, and there's iron all in the roof, and just imagine it. And I'll probably try and get most of it done before I put up the thumbnail to this video, so you'll be able to look in the thumbnail if you want to see completely what this looks like. But my idea with this is I want to continue this on for a little bit longer, and this, where there's rock or stone just behind it, we're going to do like little casings like this, I think. And what we're going to be putting in here is something very cool, but I'm not going to tell you guys what it is because I want to wait. I think it'll be funny. So, yeah, we're gonna have something cool in there, and it'll be pretty cool. Where there's nothing behind there, we're just gonna have windows looking into different parts of the build. And this little thing here, is what I think I might use as a door design, as entrances to new areas of the place. Now, I don't know if the rooms will be half slab like this, or if they'll just go and have a lip like up and down when you go in through the door. I'm not sure, but I think that's kind of cool. And I was thinking here we might put the potion lab, so I don't know if this light will stay here, because the potion lab may wrap around this way and into that window, but I don't know yet. I just thought, hey, let's put this in before I finish this episode. Let's get a door in. And I love the way the quartz and the stone slabs work together. I think they look really good. So I'm thinking maybe putting some quartz slabs in with this floor design, because I hate this floor design. It's so plain, so boring. So we're going to do some more work with that and get that looking nice. But like I said, guys, it's really hard to do something with something that looks really polished and clean and white and bright. So that's another thing. Bright is something I want to incorporate, so I might put some more lighting in here. I don't know yet, but I think this glowstone kind of looks like a light panel going along the roof. That's why I thought it's alright. But I think that's all for today's episode, unfortunately, guys. This took a lot of work. I'm gonna need to go some more AFKness, get those iron golem farms happening. I've got the third one built. I just need to breed the villagers and get them moved in, and I'm working on the fourth one. If I can get those done, I'll get iron in here twice as fast as what I currently am, which will make things a lot easier for me. So I'm trying to get that done as fast as possible, but I'm really looking forward to this base now. Like, it's the hardest step about a new base is getting down your design and your groundwork, and now we've got that down. I'm pretty excited to see where we can take things from here. Let me know in the comments any suggestions you guys have for the base as well, because you guys have the most awesome suggestions most of the time. Like, this blue glass was a suggestion. What else? The quartz was a suggestion. There was something else that I'm forgetting about, but there was something else that was a suggestion as well. So by all means, guys, help me out in the comments with all your feedback. It really means a lot. And if you did enjoy this episode, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. And I think that's all for today. I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!